Can't find Indiana. Well, actually, I think we... Check Discord. Okay. There's one of the American chefs. But yeah, West Virginia is one of the states. It actually used to be part of Virginia until a big chunk of it broke off during the Civil War because they wanted a bunch of people in that part of the state wanted to be part of the Union. So they decided to break off and form a new state, which was West Virginia.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
£15,000. Back then, that was something worth. I think it'd probably be worth probably around the millions by now if you just inflation. American wars are boring for you. Well, some of them can actually be mythical, actually. In like the War of 1812 and like how there's like the storm that saved Washington. Or like a tornado comes in and like just rips the daylights out of like British soldiers and cannons and shit. After like the British like burnt down like the White House and everything. Yeah, we have someone we need to talk to.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Is also my state capital.
God, where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
Yeah, I think the first time I actually went to India was a couple of times. Was actually due to like doctor's appointments because they were trying to figure out exactly what I actually had, and then eventually they come to found out that I had autism. So, although it's just like more Asperger's like variant of it.
I see that you kept your grip sack with you.
Kind of a weird
Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype, and this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
Oh. Pardon me, what? There we go.
This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robinson.
I think we should open it, Holmes. This is what they call force majeure. I'll keep watch.
Of course.
Yeah, I think only one has to fit. Fuck. There we go.
Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very suspicious. We should study them carefully.
Regarding the prototype investment
An exclusive sales contract.
Meaning that it can only be sold to them. Mr.
Mr.
Thomas.
Robinson is the seller.
This is super sales
Yet
contract
another exclusive sales contract. Mr.
to the Hong
Robinson
Kong
is the
General
seller.
Company. And the Chilean
Yet
companies.
another exclusive sales contract.
So it's exclusive sales contract for Hong Kong Chilean.
Mr. Robinson is the seller. Yet another exclusive sales contract.
I have 0 favorites.
Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
I mean, he's committing fraud. Okay, let's talk to this fraudster.
I will not move from here until
But pretty much thanks to this, here's some. Oh, you know. Stay on the train was just a coincidence. Overlooked them. No way. It's like, yeah, that seems a bit too coincidental. Only that they be alive. Fake it train. My favorite will be unicorn. Okay.
Ah, will I ever get any peace?
Okay, let's make a fake train.
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use the appropriate object here. I should use... I should use... I should use... I should use...
Okay, there we go. Brakes. Go to the made a plain version. The brake thing. Purple.
I should...
Okay. Where is it? It's where seeing anything. The horn thing on the light. Oh, by the long stick. Look. The thing is like.
I should.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out where the wood's at. Oh, left corner. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, why? I don't know how I missed that. Thank you, Wildfet. Alright.
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson, I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
So we just have to get the headlight in the steam whistle.
We need...
Light. Train whistle.
I need something long for the headlight to be attached.
Cool. And I guess I just stuck something in for the whistle to work.
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher. First of all, the steam whistle is ready to be used.
Yeah, he is using it.
Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
Huh. At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
Okay, let's go to the archive then. And also our pissed off cab driver.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
There.
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham station.
Also, by the way, Wildpet, where are you stuck, by the way? I can probably see about... You deleted the game so you don't know.
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman. This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
Here's Libero.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Horse racing.
Betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
A telegraph. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
This bird piece of paper.
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor.
Well, this
Some
guy's
of the
been in the
stubs were
here for a
recently
while
smoked.
smoking.
There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
But why, though?
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
And there's railroad tracks, too. Exciting, let's check this out.
This railway branch, the rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable.
Oh, that's... stops here, but there's nothing to stop the train from sliding off. Normally they have bumpers.
The railway ends here.
Just in case of like an
That
accident.
is strange.
Yeah, strange given the fact that there's like outlines.
The switch is rusted, but it still works.
Push it back.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
Pressing button. Mark. I mean, he was probably married, or is married. But he's stuck off the ring. If you want to say, taking a problem here after we finish up. Upstairs. No watch. Station masters are supposed to have a watch, so that way they can tell times.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange. because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph, just the same as all the other nights.
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
Yeah, the
We
recent
found a
tickets.
number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely,
Very
for a
good.
station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake.
Actually, do. And with missing some real could have been stuff. But yeah, we have a what's this? We know he is committing fraud here. Probably seeing that. Plus he
Here
was
we
kind of
are at
acting
the
more
beach
pissed than you.
that is located near the quarry and Doncaster Station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest. These traces were made by a carriage. Look,